So yeah, what do you think about the whole flipping thing and this seminar and this investment thing for people?
Well, the flipping thing. Well, let me start off. Let me tell you something. I went and I put an offer into this property
Where'd you put the offer?
in Jersey.
That's the property you're telling me about, right?
Yeah.
All right, what happened?
So now I went to a wholesaler.
Hold up. Guys, how are you? Andy from Y2K Credit Solutions, sitting here with my guy Kempton. I met Kempton at a networking, it was a home flipping seminar with Matt,
Yeah.
Mortgage Matt. And we connected, we did some credit work together. And he's an investor, he's into the flipping things. And he's actually here to share his experience in the flipping world using Y2K and where we are today. So he's telling me about a property that he's, Jersey?
Jersey. East Brunswick.
East Brunswick, New Jersey. Go ahead, let's hear about this property now.
Well, I went to a wholesaler. And
Well, what did the wholesaler do?
well, he finds a property.
Mhm.
Basically, like I guess he goes out there, finds a property,
Okay.
and makes a deal with the homeowners to sell the property.
Is he a broker? Like, is that what?
It's sort of like, yeah, he's a broker
Okay,
basically.
okay.
Right? And they sell the property off market.
Okay.
What's the market?
Okay.
So I got introduced to this wholesaler through Wheatland.
Okay. Yeah, we was at the event.
Yeah.
Okay.
So went down there, I put an offer in. You know, I looked at the house and everything like that. It's not a bad condition or anything like that. But what happens, my experience now, because before I flipped houses without hard money.
Gotcha.
I did it with my own money. Yeah.
Which is probably the best way, though. I believe.
It's the best way.
Because you're not paying that high interest.
You're not paying the high interest, and
You're not stuck into a term that you have to
Exactly.
unload the property, right? Okay.
because what happens with the hard money, you got 12 months to sell that property.
Gotcha.
And if you don't sell that property, then they could probably take the property from you.
So the person that lends you the hard money can take the property, but in the meantime, for that 12 months, you're paying interest only. Is that
Interest
correct?
only on the property,
Okay.
right? They give you money to 100% money to fix it.
Okay.
But this is the thing with it though.
So there's like a catch-22 to it.
Yeah, it's a catch. If you know what you're doing, if you have the right team in place,
Gotcha.
you will come off and you could do very well.
And when you say team, are you saying like construction team?
Well,
Or are you talking about logistics and attorneys and so forth?
well, attorneys, construction,
Okay.
and the realtor to sell the property.
Okay.
Because you get the property fixed, but somebody got to market the property to sell it.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Gotcha.
But you got to get the properties at the right price.
Okay.
Because this is the thing with it. If I buy a property for under market value, what you're buying it for, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, if you're not into construction, you don't know the exact cost. You might rely on a construction company to do it.
Gotcha.
Which could get beat up with that also because sometimes
They
they
inflate the rates.
They inflate the rates and sometimes they're not even on the job. So if
Gotcha.
you got to chase a contractor down, then you have a major
I
issue.
told you about it. I'm experiencing that right
same
now.
thing.
It's the worst, man.
Yeah. So you have 12 months to do this project. So if you don't come in or you come in late, then you gotta get a realtor to sell the property. They need time to sell it too.
Gotcha.
And you gotta buy it at the right time also because in the wintertime, houses don't sell the way you think it's gonna sell. People want to see houses in the summer. You know, that's
Gotcha.
the
People are going out. It's not that cold.
yeah.
Okay.
So you get more people coming in.
Okay.
But with the hard money now, you gotta put down a certain percentage. So if you're new to it, sometimes it asks for 30%.
Until you build up that I've heard that before. Until
Yeah.
you build up a portfolio.
Portfolio. So sometimes they tell you, well, 100%, no money down, or 10%. That's for experienced people.
Okay. So people that flip one to five properties under their portfolio already.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right.
So they're kind of like securing their money as well. They just don't want to give all the money out to
Basically,
newbie.
because the newbie might fail, and then they could recoup their money because you put all the money down. Up front.
Gotcha. Okay.
So they get that back if anything goes wrong. So they never lose.
Okay. But the end user, the buyer, loses if they can't unload this property.
Yes.
And I'm assuming when you go to hard money, renting a property is not an option unless you refi the property out.
You got to refi it.
Okay.
Okay. But the thing with refining, if you put all your money into the property, you still got to put money down to refi
Closing.
and everything else. So at the end of the day, you might even have enough money in order to do that. If you're a new investor that's basically
Gotcha.
taking money out of a 401k or savings, whatever, the amount of time that it takes
Gotcha.
and the money, then
Gotcha.
you might have a problem. At the
Well,
end.
here's the other thing I thought about. Like, if you buy the property, you hard money it, and you're trying to refi. One, you don't have, if you don't have the additional money to pay for closing or to do the down payment. The other issue is you need credit to
Exactly.
get the refi going, because the refi is just like getting a new mortgage. Credit is heavily used
Exactly.
in it, right? Okay.
So that's one of the reasons why I came here, because you got to find an exit strategy when you're doing these hard money
Gotcha,
loans.
gotcha.
Because if your credit's not good, or you have a low credit score. Hard money says you don't need no credit based on the property. So you might go into it.
Is that true though? Because I heard that hard money does look at your credit.
They do look at your credit.
To an extent.
To an extent. They want you to have a 620, 650, or 680 credit score.
Okay.
Right? But it's really based on the property.
Gotcha.
Right? So.
Well, I'm assuming because the property, if you can't unload it, they just got a property with equity. And they own a new property.
Exactly.
So you hear that, guys. So, Kempton is telling us some first-hand experience, what's going on in the industry. Flipping is okay. It's not for everybody, though. And it's for people that knows what they're doing and have the team in place. And also have the additional components like credit, extra money to down payment if they have to refi it. Because if not, the property becomes the hard money lender's property and you're SOL.
Yeah, you're out. And if
You're
they
out.
sell the property, they make a profit anyway.
And there you go, because you did all the work already.
You put down a certain percentage. They give you the money to fix it.
Gotcha.
So it's like you're doing work for them.
Exactly.
And then at the end of the day, if it doesn't work, hey.
If it doesn't work, they got the rehab house back.
Yeah.
It's in sellable condition. There's no pressure for them to sell it because they own it now. They can do whatever they want to do with it, and you're SOL. So is it safe to say that when doing these flipping things, I believe that in order to flip, a consumer should own their first property at some point in their life. Own a property, because there's a lot going into own a property.
Yeah.
There's mortgage, insurance, taxes, utilities, cable, water, electric, maintenance of a house.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I've been blessed enough to end up with a property that I don't pay for.
I remember your family, right?
Yeah.
Inheritance. There you go.
So what happened?
Now, let me ask you something. Off the record, do you plan on leveraging that property to make yourself become like your own bank, your own hard money? What I mean by that, I know you're going to be having perfect credit now. Are you going to pull money out of that and use it to invest?
In the future, yes.
Okay. Smart move.
You got to remember also, and even talking about that, when you buy these houses, if you have a living expense, if that's your only source of income that you're saying, well, this is my game plan. I'm
Correct.
buying this, and this is what you're doing. You still got to pay your bills.
Right. Correct. That's correct.
You might have to pay rent, mortgage where you're at.
Correct.
So all this plays a factor in what you're doing also.
Gosh. So I mean, listen, these seminars are amazing, but they don't tell you the fine detail, the fine prints of what really goes on behind the scenes. They tell you the glorified end picture.
Yeah.
If it works out for you, but they don't tell you the nitty gritty. And I believe that flipping is for lack of words, it's based on person to person experience.
Yeah. Well, some people that knows everything, that's well versed in it, try to tell people.
Gotcha.
They hold the seminars, they've been in it, they tell you exactly what to do. And they did it. But for the average person, they don't really have that knowledge. It took me a long time to realize exactly what was going on. I did it before.
I'm pretty sure. Did you get burned? Did you get burned in the deal? Well, you can be honest.
No.
I mean, it happens because I would have got burned if I did because I'm not a flipper.
All right.
I would come to you for advice. And
well, let me tell you, the first 2 times we did it, it was back in when the market was crazy. The mortgage market, they lent money.
Gotcha.
They did that.
No docs, whatever.
No documentation. So we was doing properties.
By the way, that was 2010, 11 when the market crashed.
Yes. Yeah.
That's never happening again.
It's not. And what was happening, you didn't have to have a show no paperwork for a job.
No doc.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So what happened, you'll do a property and you might run into trouble and refinance it. We refinanced a property about 4 or 5 times.
Gotcha. And pull the money out.
And pull the money out. And it was like, how you do that? Like, you don't realize what's going on until the market popped.
Yeah, that's true.
You understand? Now, you can't, that's not happening.
Yeah.
They want your tax returns, they want everything. So now.
And you can't even, listen, I heard, I have a couple of people that called me in Atlanta to fix their credit, right? Because we have an Atlanta office. And it's funny, they want to fix their credit, but there's no W-2, there's no tax return. They're going to falsify. They have people that make up these paperwork. But what you don't realize that's the bank doesn't even believe what you tell them. What you give them, they cross-reference that to IRS directly.
Yes. Yeah, they do that now.
They cross-reference that for guys.
And even with the credit thing that we talk about, I told you a story before where I was trying to, years ago when a girl did the thing with my credit.
Oh, share that story, man. That's an amazing story. And funny enough, that still goes on now, actually.
Oh, yeah?
It still goes on.
Well, I was trying to buy a car. It was a BMW 6 Series when it first came out in 2004, right?
Was that the one like Ella Cool G used to drive with the pop-up lights?
No. That was the 8 Series. This one was the 6 Series.
Okay.
When it first came on the market March of 2000. Yeah, I think it was 2004. Okay. I went to the dealer. and I wanted to buy it, and they gave me hell. They was like, we're not giving it to you. For some reason, at first, I said, you know what? How much am I got to put down on the vehicle? So they kept on complaining about my credit. So I looked at my credit. It was a Macy's bill. So I had money down on the vehicle. They couldn't sell the car. And I went to a girl that said she fixes credit. So she did. Whatever she did, she got it removed, everything. But then I got a letter in the mail, a return letter, with my address on there. Like I mailed it.
Yeah.
And when I opened it up, it was from Macy's saying that to whom it may concern, like it was a mistake and this was paid. It was false.
So basically, she took Macy's letterhead,
Yeah.
put it on a blank paper, and wrote a letter saying like Macy's sent a letter to the bureau saying that the debt was paid when actually it was never done.
Exactly.
And that letter came back to you by mistake.
Came back to me by mistake.
Wow.
And then what ended up happening, she did our mortgages and stuff, and the district attorney in Westchester called us because she was falsifying a lot of stuff, which was fraud and much other stuff.
A lot of companies are doing that these days when they claim to fix credit. All these mom and pops company, creditrepair.com, FES, Lexington Law. Oh, you saw the document I posted about Lexington Law to be investigated.
I use them, and they take a monthly fee.
Yeah.
And nothing.
Listen, this is real hand. This is real time testimonial. This guy's real. He's not like a mannequin and just talking. He's telling you real hand stories on the flipping, his experience in the credit repair industry, and his vision of how all this stuff works. And the thing about it, he's just a normal, average guy.
Normal.
He's not no rich guy. He's probably rich. He's not telling me. I don't know.
I'm not rich.
But he's an average guy trying to make it in this world, and through trials and errors and trials and tribulation, he realizes certain things are not what it seems to be on a grand scheme. I went to we met at Matt seminar. Yeah.
Matt Gardner.
Matt Gardner, what's up, Matt?
Yeah.
How you doing? You probably in Atlanta on the A time. Peace up, A down.
Matt was very informative. Matt as a loan officer, he will be in charge of refis.
Gotcha.
Not hard money.
Gotcha.
So they would come to him after if they, after you do the hard money, and then you go to him in order to refinance your property. But before you get to him, you have to have all these things in place.
Correct. You have to have all your documents in row.
Yeah.
Guys, listen, Instagram has tons of stories and tons of new posting of how to buy, how to fix, how to flip, all this stuff. But make sure you read between the fine prints and how this stuff works, because it's not for everybody. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm not discouraging anyone not to do it. But do your homework on the deeper level of to see what's going on. Because you may not be in a financial situation to bail yourself out.
Exactly.
If a deal go bad, right?
Yeah, and on top
that's what Kempton is talking about.
And you gotta check this out also. I with this property, I had to put down 30%.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. So on this property, I'm putting down $104,000.
Wow. A lot of people don't have that.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't have 6 months of savings.
Exactly. And then you need the whole year of payment.
Correct.
Right? You gotta show
interest.
You gotta show the interest money in your account also to make them know you're able to pay.
I didn't know that.
Reserve. You gotta show reserve.
So you gotta show reserve. We spoke about it in a previous video about having reserve.
Yeah.
And now Kempton is talking about it again.
Yeah, you gotta show that the money's there for reserve, and with the loans that they give you to fix, they don't give it to you automatically. You gotta have money for at least 2 draws. So you're talking about it's a month and a half of money in order to fix the property. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you gotta have that.
I didn't know I didn't even know you had to have the 12 months of payment in your bank account. Right?
Well,
I didn't know that.
Well, you gotta show them that you're able to pay.
Right.
So they have to see
Makes
that.
sense.
Because if they give you the property, you can't pay the interest, then they don't make no money.
Exactly.
You understand? So you have.
And these interests range from anywhere from 8, 10, 12%.
Yeah. Well, we lend is doing 8% right now.
Okay, we lend is doing 8. Okay, that's good. That's a good number. But again, it comes with a lot of responsibilities.
Yeah.
Right, guys. Listen, real testimonial. We're alive here. Just giving you guys the inside scoop of how all this stuff works. If you have any questions, give us a call. Leave a message down below the DM. We're here to help you guys, and Kempton is very versed in this stuff. Like he said, he did a few flips already. He knows the ins and out of it, and he's not holding back information. It costs him nothing to sit here and just give it to you and give it to you the right way. Again, if you guys have any questions, y2kcreditsolutions.com. Leave a message in below. If you have any questions, Kempton, I'll tag him. You could ask him anything you want. He'll let you know. He's about to be his own hard money. We can do like 6%.
Yeah.
6%. I like that number. Guys, Have a good day. Talk to you.
Take care.